tyranny of Frieza. Frieza searches out Guru, the Namek Elder, and attempts to gain the secret password that will unlock the power of the Dragon Ball. But Guru's personal bodyguard, Nail, is determined to stop Frieza at any cost. As Frieza prepares to confront Nail's challenge, little does the tyrant realize Guru has already passed his knowledge on to Dende and sent the young Namek to rejoin the Z Warriors.
Hey there everybody, Destroyer X here, and welcome to part 5 of Let's Play Dragon Ball Z Sagas. We're still playing as Vegeta, and we have 3 objectives for this particular mission right now. We have to escort Dende safely to Frieza's ship, we have to protect Dende while he moves the Dragon Balls to safety, and we also have to hold off Frieza until Piccolo arrives. That doesn't sound too hard, does it? Well, actually no, it's not. But as we are beginning the mission, we are immediately engaged by some of Frieza's henchmen. Oh no, this isn't good at all. Well, actually, yeah, you don't have to really worry too much about Frieza's henchmen because they're still pretty weak. The only thing that you really have to worry about is if you're attacking one and the other two are ganging up on you, blasting you with Ki Blast and whatnot. That's pretty much the only threat to the multiple henchmen on one screen. But beyond that, this isn't too bad at all. But yeah, of course, more of Frieza's henchmen fly in and engage us in battle. So we're just going to keep attacking them. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That one flew all the way off into the distance. Not too bad. And we're going to attack this one, and there we go. Now there's something that's nifty about this particular part. For one, if you approach Dende with some of your health drained, Dende will actually restore your health, which is pretty awesome. He won't restore your ki, but he will restore your health. Now, Dende also has a health bar, which is basically his portrait in red right there. As with each hit that Dende takes, that red starts to go down, and when his portrait is completely clear, then of course Dende is out of the running and you have to start the mission all over again. So yeah, you're gonna have to make sure that Dende is not harmed, but as long as you pretty much draw the enemy's attacks to you and not to Dende, then you're fine. So just as much as you can, you want to try and lead the enemies away from Dende. That's pretty much the only thing I can suggest regarding, well, protecting Dende. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So yeah, this isn't too bad. And basically we're not gonna... All we have, of course, there's still the Z coins that we can collect in the level. There's still the red capsules that we can collect. We can still collect the yellow capsules, so... I mean, there really isn't much to it. If you've been following the past few parts, then you pretty much know what all those things do, so, yeah. Pretty much I've already explained what the red capsules, yellow capsules, and Z coins do in part 1. So if you forgot what they do, then you can check out part 1. Oh boy, that flight upgrade that I managed to get earlier, it really does help out, because before, everyone flew like tortoises. Of course, now everybody's flying much faster, which makes things a lot easier on me because I can cover more ground rather quickly. Oh my, oh my, oh my. We're still making our way towards Frieza's ship, so it's going to take a little while for us to get there. I really wish that this was a little bit faster, but it's not, so... Oh well, not much I can do. I can tell you right now that that part 5 is only going to be about 23 minutes and roughly about 25 seconds long, more or less. So you're going to hear me talk about random stuff until we get to something relevant for the next... at least until we get our next break in the action, I should say. Oh, those red soldiers, I gotta get rid of them. Don't want them calling more soldiers to attack me. We certainly don't want that. I still hate the music in this game. I really, really hate the music in this game. I'm sorry. It's just... I mean, it's not the Bruce Faulkner soundtrack. It's not the even more awesome original Japanese soundtrack. It's not even the Westwood dub soundtrack from when it was first done by Westwood and Saban Funimation Ocean Group. So yeah, I really don't like this soundtrack in the game, but there isn't much we can do about it. I mean, what you hear is what you get, but I don't like it. But if you like it, tell me why in the comments, because I really like to know your reason behind liking the soundtrack in this game. Ah, boy. The enemies, of course, you can still stun lock them whenever you can still stun lock them, but yeah, I mean, they're not gonna make any attempt of actually breaking out of those stun locks. So far, we have yet to encounter an enemy which will break out of a stun lock. Will Frieza be able to do it? I don't know. We'll find out at some point. But yeah, in the meantime though, I'm just going to watch the gameplay on one screen, and I'm also going to look at Facebook on my other screen, because that's just the way I roll. I love my dual screen setup on my computer. It makes my life a lot easier. Boy, I mean, I guess if the game was a little bit more action-packed, then I can understand, of course, the reviews of this game being higher. But with the game wasn't really highly reviewed, didn't really get great reviews. So, yeah, not much we can do about that. I mean, but it would have been awesome for them to do Dragon Ball Z Sagas 2 and actually go into the Buu Saga. That would have been awesome. Unfortunately, well, they did not pursue a Dragon Ball Z Sagas 2, which makes me sad. But there is nothing we can do about it. Nothing! 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 Yeah, I'm just rambling on and on and on. I know this doesn't seem exciting, but trust me, we get to do more exciting things at some point. When do we actually battle Frieza? Well, we don't really battle Frieza until we reach the... looks like the 17-minute mark. And the next video that we'll see, the next video cutscene that we'll see, it's about around the 16-minute mark of the video. How do I know this? Because I'm looking at my timeline right now, and that's how I know. Or I could say I'm psychic, but I'm not going to say that. Let's see. If you want to skip ahead, of course, to the Frieza, to the Frieza battle, then of course you can skip ahead to the 17-minute mark of the video. If you want to skip ahead to the second part of that Frieza battle, you can skip to about I would say the 19-minute 45-second part of the video. And yeah, that's just if you want to see me knock the living daylights out of Frieza. For those who do not know, of course, Frieza's true form is going to be that form where he's basically, his body is mostly white with some purple in there somewhere, but it's mostly white. And of course, he has, of course, in order for him to conserve his power, he has different forms of course, yeah, he has different forms. most people will actually remember his first form the most because of the fact that it's the first thing we see when we are when we check out the Frieza saga for the first time in the manga and anime. So most people are familiar with that form. I mean, yeah. And of course, Frieza's true form, which is that mostly white and purple body. I mean, most people are of course familiar with that because that's the form he was in when he killed Vegeta in the manga and anime, in which he battled Goku in the manga and anime. So yeah. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is Frieza's true form, the white form. And of course, Frieza is able to, in the manga and anime, Frieza is able to power up his true form to 100% power, which pretty much looks like he's dosed up. He pretty much took a bunch of steroids. But yeah. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Dende, of course, is trying to heal us while we're engaged in battle with those few hits that soldier's getting in on me. But it's not too bad. I mean, this is not hard at all. I can do it. I can do it. I'm awesome. I am awesome. But yeah, this isn't hard. Oh yeah. I wish I could say more, but unfortunately I can't. Oh yeah, there's Dende getting hit. Oh man. Yeah. Of course his health bar didn't go down by much, but oh well. I mean, there's him getting hit again. Basically try to protect Dende. There's a Senzu bean, and I can't pick that up because I already have 3 Senzu beans. So yeah, that's... I wish I could carry more Senzu beans. And Dende heals us. Dende is the white mage. Yes, yeah, I took that quote from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. He's the white mage. And nobody with the white mage. Of course, you can pretty much, if that slight pause, you can pretty much assume what was said in Dragon Ball Z Abridged. You can only carry 3 Senzu beans at a time. Yeah, I know, Kami. I know. Are we gonna upgrade anything? We have enough Z coins to do a bunch of upgrades. What am I getting? What do I want to get? Combo breaker is definitely useful, so I'm gonna get that. Of course, there are a few more combo attacks. Do I get any of those? Yes, I do. Buy that combo. Buy that combo. Do I buy this one? I don't remember. Yes, I do. So, yeah. Once again, I don't really use the combos all that much in the game. And yes, there are the Dragon Balls, the 7 Namekian Dragon Balls, and their wonderful splendor. Now what we have to do is, we cannot let Dende be killed, because if Dende dies, then that's bad. So yes, do not let... Pretty much beat up the enemies as fast as possible, and do not let Dende get... Well, just basically make sure that Dende is not harmed, because if Dende is killed, then you have to restart the mission all the way over from the beginning, which sucks. So yeah, let's make sure that that Dende is not harmed. One thing I do notice right now is that Vegeta is actually wearing his that modified Saiyan outfit that he wears from the Cell Saga, from the entire Cell Saga, which he did not have at this point. Of course, that modified Saiyan armor is the one that Bulma makes, so yeah. The one that he gets in the manga and anime at this point, it looks somewhat similar, but not. So, you'll see it in the cutscenes. So, I'm not gonna really analyze it all that much. If you want to see it, just watch the cutscenes. Oh boy. Oh yes, if Dende gets hit while he's levitating a Dragon Ball, well, the Dragon Ball falls to the ground. So that's another reason why you don't want Dende to get hit. But now that the Dragon Balls have been transported to safety, all we have to do now is make sure Dende does not die, get rid of all the enemies on the screen, and we can advance the plot some more. And we're at the almost at the 16-minute mark, so get ready for some more plot.
Gohan uses the Namekian Dragon Balls to wish Piccolo back to life, and with the return of Piccolo, the Earth's Dragon Balls also reappear. With Goku still recuperating from the battle with Captain Ginyu, Vegeta seizes the opportunity to make his own wish for immortality. But just as he prepares to voice his wish, on the other side of the planet, Elder Guru's life expires under the strain of Frieza's torment. With his passing, the Namekian Dragon Balls turn to stone. Badly injured and filled with grief over his beloved master's demise, Nail is determined to have the last laugh. He informs Frieza that without Guru, the quest for the Dragon Balls is over. Furious, Frieza races back to his ship to find the Dragon Balls ruined and his dreams of immortality shattered. Frieza vows revenge and turns the full force of his wrath on the one most responsible for his failure, Vegeta.
I won't let you win.
Yeah, Nail does not tell Vegeta. Nail does not tell Frieza that Guru died. He tells him that basically the Earthlings have what they need to summon the Namekian Dragon Purunga. So, yeah, that's a little bit inaccurate. This is not my favorite part of the Frieza battle, because what we have to do is we have to pretty much stall for time for Piccolo to arrive on the battlefield. Which unfortunately sucks, because we have to keep hitting Frieza over and over again until we reach the point to where Piccolo's about halfway to the battlefield, which sucks. Frieza, he does not make any effort to break out of a stun lock at this point, which is pretty sad. He is one of the biggest bosses in the game, and he doesn't make any effort to break out of a stun lock. There's me doing that, quick recover. But yeah, it kind of, I mean, it's kind of sad that I'm able to stun lock Frieza this easily, but I mean, that's probably one of the big... and this is just me playing on normal mode. I mean, if it was on hard mode, then I'm sure it would be a lot more difficult, and I'm sure I wouldn't be able to stun lock him this easily. Do I want to try it on hard mode? No, I don't. Because I already have this entire LP recorded, and I don't want to go back in and do it on hard mode, so... yeah. If you want to play it on hard mode, be my guest and tell me how... if Frieza's this easy to stun lock. Yeah. Anyway, we're about ready to get into some more plot with another cutscene, so if you want to watch it, go right ahead. If not, skip to about the 20-minute mark, or 19 minutes, 45 seconds.
Wished back to life on the planet Namek, Piccolo uses the Namekian fusion technique to merge with the injured Nail. Their powers combined, incredible new strength surges through Piccolo's body as he races to join the battle against Frieza. Meanwhile, Vegeta has only begun to realize Frieza's destructive potential as the evil tyrant undergoes the first of 3 powerful transformations. Little does Vegeta know, the worst is yet to come.
You see, Frieza has such a massive amount of power, and that's why he has those transformations. Each transformation, each form he has, they actually help contain his immense power. So yeah, that's why you see so many forms of Frieza. Um. So yes, this is Frieza's second form, which I can still stun lock this form very easily. This is sad. I mean, this is the mighty Frieza. If this happened in the manga and anime, then I'm sorry. There would be no reason for Goku to even be involved in this battle at all. But yeah, oh well. Trying to think what else to say. I'm gonna go ahead and do a spoiler right now. You do not fight Frieza's third form. So, for those who actually wanted to actually see that alien rip-off form that Frieza gets into for his third form, you're not gonna see it. I mean, you'll see it in the cutscene, but you're not gonna actually battle against him. Oh my, oh my, oh my. One of the things that of course you do notice in the game is that I don't know who voices Frieza in the English dub, in the Funimation English dub. I don't want to look it up. Although part of me wants to, I don't want to look it up. But she uses the exact same voice throughout the entire game. So yeah. I mean, there's no differentiation between the forms. So yeah, if you're disappointed by that, I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, this is so sad. Well, we're about ready to get into some more plot and cutscenes, so let's go into it now.
He's getting away!
Piccolo makes a dramatic entrance onto the battlefield. His strength multiplied by the fusion with Nail, Piccolo seems to have the upper hand, at least until Frieza undergoes his second powerful transformation. The tide of battle quickly turns, and as Piccolo begins to falter, Gohan is forced to enter the fray. But even fighting with all his might, the young Saiyan proves to be only a minor annoyance to the evil Frieza as he transforms into his third and most powerful form.
And with that, part 5 is over, so stay tuned next time when I get into the battle with Goku and Frieza in part 6. So until then, ciao for now.